A candlelight vigil will begin in just about an hour in honor of Yashanee Vaughn. Meanwhile, just how the girl died after disappearing remains a mystery. We have live team coverage tonight. KATU's Bob High is live at Rocky Butte, where police and trained searchers looked for clues today. We begin with KATU's Melanie Wingo at Powell City Park with a search by people just wanting to help. Melanie?
We're just now seeing people starting to show up, Anna, for that candlelight vigil. They're going to be in this little structure right here at the park. They have candles in hand and they are ready to honor Yashanee Vaughn. Earlier today, a lot of the same people who are showing up right now volunteered to search in dozens of locations throughout our area. They broke up into groups, and each group looked in bushes, under brush, in dumpsters, and they looked for anything related to Yashanee's disappearance or death. Beyond that, searchers, even one of Yashanee's relatives, they're saying that this is all really going to come down to someone coming forward with information.
Somebody knows something, and I just make a plea with them to just please tell us where she is.
I think it would be much better if he just told us, if you know where the body is at, might as well just come clean and tell us. That way, we can stop this search issue.
In all, we're told about 10 teams, each with about 5 or 8 volunteers, searched 30 separate areas. Search coordinators for this volunteer effort say they've received some great leads and great tips, and, quote, people are starting to talk about all of this. What was said and what leads they have found has not been revealed to us. They say that they're going to turn all of that information over to police. Reporting live from Southeast Portland, Melanie Wingo, KATU News.
Melanie, I know there are people at home that are seeing this and may want to help but can't physically go out there and search themselves. What can they do?
Well, Anna, we've been told that there is a fund now set up at U.S. Bank. People can stop by any U.S. Bank branch and say that they want to donate to the Yashanee Vaughn Fund. And if they do want to come out and search here tomorrow, I've been told that there is another search effort happening tomorrow here as well.
All right, Melanie Wingo, thanks so much for your information. Trained search teams spend a second day on Rocky Butte as well, an area requiring more expertise. KATU's Bob High continues our team coverage with this part of the story. And Bob, did they find anything out there?
Nothing of significance today, Anna, that we know of. You can see the roads here are still blocked off. Of course, their goal is to find Yashanee Vaughn's body, but they're also looking for any other evidence that might be tied to the case in her death and also the case against her accused killer, Paresh Bennett.
Across the street from the police roadblock at the base of Rocky Butte, Kathy Moon understands what searchers face.
It's so hilly and so, it's just horrible.
On the upper reaches of Rocky Butte, climbing experts from Portland Mountain Rescue tie off, ready to drop over the edge of a cliff in the search for Yashanee Vaughn's body. Watch from down below as the climber struggles to negotiate the steep cliff face. You can see what some of this search is like. Slow and dangerous.
Up here there's some steep hills, there's holes, there's all kinds of crevices. We've actually had a couple searchers yesterday fall.
75 searchers spent a second day combing through heavy brush and steep terrain across the natural area's 17 acres. Police aren't saying exactly what's brought them here. They're not necessarily looking for Yashanee Vaughn's body.
Detectives feel that this location has promise in finding some evidence related to the case. The efforts are massive here to look for evidence which can be very minute in nature.
A place of beautiful vistas, now the setting for a search tied to a crime some still find hard to believe.
Especially at the ages that they were. I mean, they were both so young, either on both sides. 14 and 16, weren't they? She was so young. I don't know. I just don't know.
And if they don't find any big break in the case today, the searchers will be back here at Rocky Butte tomorrow with the roads closed off as well. In the meantime, Crime Stoppers is offering a $1,000 reward for information leading to a resolution of this case. Since there's already somebody under arrest, they don't need that. They actually need information and maybe as to where Yashanee Vaughn's body is. Live in Northeast Portland at Rocky Butte, Bob High, KATU News.
Bob, thank you. We can tell you the teenage suspect in that girl's murder is being held on a $500,000 bail. But yesterday, the juvenile judge hearing the case scaled the charges against 16-year-old Paresh Bennett from manslaughter back to from murder back to manslaughter, rather. After reviewing sealed court documents, the judge ruled there was only enough evidence against Benetti for a manslaughter charge. Prosecutors also told the court Benetti is a gang member. He's scheduled to make another appearance in juvenile court next week and eventually will face charges as an adult. Meanwhile, a grand jury will hear the case. It could decide to increase the charge to murder if it finds evidence to support that. Stay with KATU News for continuing coverage in this search for Yashanee Vaughn. Between newscasts, you can find the very latest developments at KATU.com.